please help out the channel. Hit that subscription button. I'm coming out with tons of videos and you don't want to miss them. Butthole surfers, who was in my room last night? Alright, so we'll hit this open D tuning. Alright, so drop D and get plenty of gain on there, plenty of dirt. Hit this open low D power chord, just let it ring. Alright, and then we'll come in with this palm muted bass line here, and it's just a couple opens, 3, 5, 3, and then a few opens, and we just repeat that. Alright, now into this long stretch of interludes here. We kick it off with a C power chord, 3 on the A, 5 on the D. Hit that, bring it up to the D power chord at 5A, 7 on the D here. Alright, we just crank that out 4 times, 2 measures worth. Alright, then we do this scale, 3, 5A, 3, 5, 3, D, 5, 3, 5A. Alright, we crank through that a couple times too for 2 measures. Alright, we would go through all 4 of those measures about 4 times too. Continuing with the second part of the interlude, we repeat our C to D power chords, 2 measures worth. Alright, and at this point, second guitar will start a little lead line, which we'll get to, but this initial power chord guitar will jam all the way up here to the 8A, 10 on the D for the F power chord, and we'll just strum through that about 8 times. Okay, bring it up 2 frets now for the G power chord, 10 and 12. Hit that about 4 times. Back down to the F at the 8 and 10 for 4 times. Alright, and then we just revert back to our C to D power chords, and we just carry that for about 4 measures. Alright, and the lead that's happening over that previous interlude section when it comes up to the F, G, F, alright, so it's just kind of this pentatonic lead line that gets in. We'll start it here at a couple 8s on the A, hit the 10, slide it to 12, hit a 10 on the D, a couple more 10s, hammer that on to 12. Okay, down to 10s on the G, a couple of those, 12, 10. Okay, hit a couple 10s there again, hit the 12s, bend the 12, release it off to 10, and then 12 on the D. Right, and at this point, we just come up to 14, G, 13 on the B. Come up to that and just start wailing on it about 4 times, and then slide up. So, all right, you do that about 4 measures worth. Alright, now I guess you call this the solo. This section only happens once. Any other time we just get to that third interlude lead line and end of that second interlude, and it would just be some harmonic dips. But at this point in the song, right in the middle, we just continue that pentatonic scaling. So we'll be here at 10-12 A, 10-12 D, 10-12 on the G. And then we just hang out there. We go 10 to 12 on the G, bend it at the 12, come off to 10, 12 D, 10 G, 12 G. Alright, and we do a quick 10, 12, bend, release, back off to 10. Do that a couple times. Alright, now we do a few little bends at 10 on the G, and then hit the 12 D. Alright, then we just stay at that area. We go 10, 12 G, 10, 12. Bend that 12 on the G and just give it some like really heavy vibrato. Hold that, and then just do a big slide up and out at 15 on the E. And at this point, we're just going to do kind of a harmony with the initial main interlude riff. All right, so we'll be here at 5 on the G, go 5, 7. We'll throw a little curveball in here. We go 6 on the B, back to the 7 G. But then we just stick with the 5, 7, 5, 7 on the G. Do our little scaling now. We go 5, 7 G, 6, 8, 6 B to 7, 5, 7 on the G, and repeat that twice. Go back to our 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7 on the G. Now we do a little scale up, little bend thing happening. Go slide up to 7 G, hit the 6 B, 8 on the B, do a bend there, hit it a few times at the top of the bend and release it.